Let's take a look at some tips to make sure you achieve proper coverage with your Ditra installation. Before beginning, you'll need to determine the proper type of mortar for your substrate. Schluter mortars are specifically designed for use with our membranes. When installing over wood substrates, use Schluter All-Set, Schluter Fast-Set, or a modified thin-set mortar. On concrete substrates, any of our Schluter mortars can be used, or an unmodified thin-set mortar. For information on all substrate requirements, please refer to the Ditra Installation Handbook. First things first, no matter the substrate, make sure it's clean, even, and load-bearing. Over difficult-to-bond surfaces, consider the use of Schluter Primer U Universal Primer prior to thin-set application. Primer U is ideal for use with any of our Schluter thin-set mortars in interior applications where increased bond strength is required. Next, it is very important to get the right mortar consistency. Be sure the mortar is mixed to a fairly fluid consistency but still able to hold a notch. If the mortar is too stiff, it may not transfer to the bonding fleece under the Ditra as required. Next, make sure you are using the appropriate size notched trowel for the job. You can use a 1/4 inch by 3/16 inch V-notched trowel or the Schluter Ditra trowel, which features an 11/64 by 11/64 square notch design. When ready to install, apply a thin layer of the mortar with the flat side of the trowel to produce solid contact with the substrate, and then comb additional mortar using the notched side of the trowel. For best results, be sure to hold the trowel at a 45-degree angle. Holding the trowel at a lower angle will result in less mortar being applied and can result in poor coverage under the membrane. It's also important to comb the mortar in one direction. This will improve coverage by making it easier to collapse the mortar ridges when embedding the Ditra. Apply the Ditra fleece side down and solidly embed in the mortar using a float or the Ditra roller. Make sure to observe the open time of the thin-set mortar. If the mortar skins over, remove and reapply before installing the membrane. Lift up a corner of the membrane to check coverage. Proper installation results in full contact between the fleece webbing and the thin-set mortar. Re-embed the membrane. If full coverage is not achieved, remove and reapply, making sure to verify proper mortar consistency and application. Let's recap the tips to make sure you get optimal Ditra coverage. Make sure you're choosing the right mortar for the Ditra installation. Mix your thin-set mortar to the proper consistency. Using the correct sized notched trowel, apply the mortar to the substrate using the flat side of the trowel, and then comb additional mortar using the notched side. Hold the trowel at a 45-degree angle and comb the mortar in one direction. Solidly embed the membrane. Periodically check for proper coverage and adjust your approach if necessary. If you still have questions, please contact our customer support specialists. For more information on Schluter products, visit schluter.com or check out our YouTube channel to view our videos.